96% of WordPress security vulnerabilities come from plugins, not from WordPress itself, from the 62,000 plugins that the entire ecosystem depends on. In 2025 alone, researchers found over 11,000 new vulnerabilities, almost half exploitable without any authentication at all. And Cloudflare thinks they've built the fix. On April 1st, 2026, they launched EmDash, a full-stack CMS they're calling the spiritual successor to WordPress. Half the internet thought it was an April Fool's joke. It wasn't. Let's break down what EmDash actually is, whether it can dethrone the king of the web, and why the answer is more complicated than either side wants to admit. WordPress powers 43% of all websites. Nearly half the internet runs on software first released in 2003, and for most of that history, it's been genuinely great. The 5-minute install, the plugin ecosystem, the theme marketplace, WordPress made web publishing accessible to everyone. That was the mission, democratize publishing, and it worked. But the architecture that made WordPress so extensible is the same architecture that makes it so vulnerable. Every plugin gets full access to everything: the database, the file system, network calls, user sessions. Install a contact form plugin with a bug, and an attacker can read your entire database. That's not a flaw in the plugin, that's how WordPress was designed. There's no sandbox, no isolation, no permission system. And then there's the governance problem. In 2024, WordPress co-founder Matt Mullenweg publicly called WP Engine a cancer to WordPress, blocked them from the plugin repository, cutting off security updates for millions of sites, and forcibly took over one of the most popular plugins on the platform. 8% of Automatic's workforce left. The lawsuit is still ongoing. The incident proved that the infrastructure serving nearly half the web has no formal governance beyond one person's discretion. That's the backdrop EmDash launched into. EmDash is a full-stack, open-source CMS built on TypeScript, Astro 6 and Cloudflare Workers. It's not a headless CMS, it handles both the backend and the frontend, just like WordPress. But instead of running on a traditional server with PHP and MySQL, it runs on V8 isolates at the edge, across Cloudflare's 300 plus data centers. The lead engineer is Matt Kane, an Astro core team member who built most of EmDash in about 2 months, with significant AI coding assistance, which Cloudflare was very open about. That transparency became a lightning rod. Reddit filled up with comments like, "Was calling it slop press too on the nose?" The name itself didn't help. The EmDash is basically the hallmark punctuation of AI-generated text. Some developers genuinely couldn't tell if it was real. But it is real, and the technical ideas behind it are serious. The headline feature is the plugin sandbox. Every plugin runs in its own V8 isolate, a lightweight, hardware-isolated execution environment. Plugins declare exactly what they're allowed to do in a capability manifest. A plugin that declares read content and send email can literally do nothing else. No file system access, no database queries, no unrestricted network calls. If a compromised update tries to read password hashes or phone home to an external server, the runtime physically blocks it. This isn't just policy, it's architectural enforcement. V8 isolates, Linux namespaces, seccomp filters and hardware memory protection keys all work together. Even themes can't touch the database. They get read-only access through an API. Authentication is passkey first using WebAuthn. No passwords to leak or brute force. Every WordPress developer who looked at this, even the skeptics, agreed the concept is sound. As one Hacker News commenter put it, "I've worked with WordPress for 10 years and the plugin sandbox is genuinely smart." But here's the catch. The full sandbox only works on Cloudflare's runtime. Self-host EmDash on a regular Node.js server and plugins run in process without isolation. The feature that justifies EmDash's existence requires Cloudflare's paid infrastructure, $5 a month. Remarkably cheap, but still a dependency on a single vendor. One widely upvoted Hacker News comment nailed it. Open source but architecturally locked in. WordPress runs on any server with PHP and MySQL. You can switch hosting providers in an afternoon. EmDash's data is portable. D1 is SQLite, R2 is S3 compatible, but the security model isn't. To be fair, WordPress has its own lock-in. Free software that needs $20 to $60 a month in managed hosting, plus $300 a year in premium plugins, isn't exactly free either. Different lock-in models, both worth understanding. Here's where it gets uncomfortable for EmDash. WordPress has 62,000 plugins. WooCommerce powers 35% of all e-commerce. Elementor is on 10 million sites. Yoast SEO, another 10 million. The average WordPress site runs 12 to 15 plugins. That's not just an ecosystem, it's an entire economy of agencies, freelancers, themes, and job postings. EmDash launched with essentially zero third-party plugins, and history is brutal. Ghost launched over a decade ago with better technology than WordPress. It has 0.1% market share. Craft CMS, statamic, technically excellent, ecosystem starved. As one Hacker News commenter said, people aren't on WordPress because of WordPress. They're on WordPress because of WooCommerce. 1 million themes, integrations for every stupid internal business API on the planet. EmDash's counter strategy is AI. Every instance ships with a built-in MCP server and agent skills, so AI coding tools can generate plugins and themes programmatically. The MIT license removes the GPL friction that keeps commercial developers away from WordPress. And Joost de Valk, the founder of Yoast SEO, used on 10 million WordPress sites, called EmDash the most interesting thing to happen to content management in years. When that guy takes something seriously, it's a signal. But signals don't ship features, not yet. The cost comparison is stark. A managed WordPress site on WP Engine costs about $525 the first year, climbing past $1,600 across 3 years. EmDash on Cloudflare's paid plan? $75 a year. On the free tier, a small blog costs about $15 a year, just a domain name. Even under extreme traffic, EmDash stays cheap. 100,000 visits a day on the $5 plan uses roughly 3% of its monthly request allowance. R2 charges zero egress. Compare that to managed WordPress hosting, where a traffic spike means throttling, crashing, or a surprise invoice. But the honest caveat, infrastructure is cheap, developer time isn't. A business that needs e-commerce, SEO tools, and contact forms can install WordPress plugins in an afternoon. On EmDash, that's weeks of custom development, assuming the functionality exists yet. So here's the honest take. WordPress is what you ship with today. Battle-tested, ecosystem-rich, understood by millions of developers. Its problems are real. The security model is structurally broken. The governance is fragile, and the architecture belongs to a different era. But it works, and it has for 24 years. EmDash is the most architecturally coherent challenge WordPress has ever faced. The security model is genuinely superior. The economics are compelling. The developer experience is modern, but it's a v0.1.0 beta with 38 GitHub stars, 3 contributors, and 0 production deployments. Architecture is not adoption. If you're starting a greenfield content site in TypeScript and security matters, EmDash is worth a serious look. For everything else, WordPress still wins by default. Not because it's better, but because its ecosystem has no substitute. Yet.